Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays. And this is a joy flight, so rather than just a showcase, I'm actually going to take out the Gripen 39c for a joy flight in Sweden. Because why not? So I'm just going to let it coast around. Now I did ask to have those missiles taken off, but it obviously doesn't remove them in this particular aircraft. Now I did showcase this aircraft quite a while back. I think I've updated the link in that description. And I have been able to get the interior cockpit no longer transparent, which is good. It may have been conflicting between several files I had. But I don't believe all of the dials have come over, so this may be a flight from external views mostly. But it is going to be a joy flight, so we're taking off from Stockholm and I'm heading up to the Air Force base up the other top part of Sweden. Link will be in the description. Just got to work out what that Air Force base was. I think it's at Luleå is the name of the town or local town. Wow, that runway is not 100% level, but a lot of runways are not. Alright, you're going to give me control here? I'll just take over, thank you. We got to clear this off, so there is a way of actually clearing off the HUD. I might have to work on that. But at least now I don't have see-through floor. The rest of this is alright, fairly Flight Sim X version, but it is a Flight Sim X. Once we get clickable knobs again, look, it's all functional. So are we park brake on or park brake off? We were park brake on, so we're definitely off now. Alright, let's get that mouse out of the way. Thank you. Do we have lights? Yes, alright, thank you. Now, we're still working on thrusters from behind, but we'll get there. So at the moment, let's just put some music on and have a bit of fun. Climb's nice and fast. Very nice. Bit of cloud here. Welcome to Sweden. See if we can lock it in around the 1100. We're getting a bit of dolphining happening here. What I might need to do is just ease that autopilot off without crashing. Yay. Alright, we had dolphining, now we are really having it. Alright. Very sensitive with this. Probably getting a little bit too much down low. Oh, hang on. Okay, it is a little bit dolphiny here. we sit at 1500. Alright, the deal with some of these FSX aircraft in a Microsoft Flight Sim, they can be a little finicky to get working right. So we are descending, but the autopilot's taking over at the moment, because obviously my my level of flying there was not as sensitive. So we are trying to get down to 1500. There we go. Very nice. We're not going to get a very solid flight at this level as well. We are definitely going to get turbulence and the occasional updraft. Although it's fairly flat here. Only a slight rolling hills. Not rolling hills. Divots. Nice aircraft these too. Saab. Getting that up and down. So the autopilot's just having too much trouble holding it there. So am I on navigation? No, I'm actually to the left of that. Can I set? Yeah, there we go. I can actually get my navigation working. Or did I hit it twice? Alright, so now autopilot is actually getting over there. So I have actually put on my throttle my flight stick, a navigation button so that it will or should get back to where it's supposed to go. Very nice. Now we just got to get that flame coming out the back. So what are you doing at 500 knots? Considering this doesn't have afterburner built into Microsoft Flight Sim, it's done alright. Yeah, I am actually... Alright. No, I was on full. Yep. I'll just ease it back a bit. Few clouds. I'm right at the bottom of these cloud levels. Look at that. I probably should be either down at 1,000 or a couple more down, or just climb right over them. Let's see if we can get down to 1,300. How far off my flight line am I? Not too bad. Okay. Let's zoom that out and see what we're going to come across. Alright, so from Stockholm, and then we're going to ESNH, which is just a waypoint for me to head up to the Air Force Base. So I'm just skirting this. I'm not actually sure what this water area is called. Someone can write that in the comments. Okay, so autopilot's taken over quite nicely. What direction should I be heading? Yep, 344. Oh yeah, CRS is up the top there, 344. Still getting a bit of buffering on the winds though. Would be nice to be able to just reach down and go, right, turn heading this way, that way, but look, that'll happen eventually. I'll also, I might work on this and get this heads-up display as clear. Okay, now we got back on our flight line, so I was able to get my navigation work. Oh, very nice. Again, that cloud, we were at 1500, we came down to 1300. And it still wants to have a go at us. Could be worse. Could be raining. Still getting a little bit of up and down. Poor autopilot's doing its best to hold it level. Alright. Might make a few more of these Joy Flight videos. Haven't done too many. I've done a few streaming, done a few multiplayer, but I haven't done any Joy Flight flights for a while. Hope you enjoy it. If you got any in mind, and or look, if you really want to do this type of Joy Flight with me, just message me on Discord or put a comment down below going, yeah, I want to do some of these. And or when you get the HUD working, can you please let me know what to do? So we'll actually make a video on that. Let's see if we get a little bit, a little more level when we get over the water, because we're probably getting trees and bumps and any slightest hill is probably affecting us there. I don't know, is that any more level? Hard to tell. Bring that camera back in behind. No, we're still going. Yep, that would be me. Yeah, these Saabs are quite nice. Okay, you're not in drone mode, so be careful when you do that. Just gotta remember that. Alright, we're missing that cloud, that's nice. Making our way across the water. Very nice. Have to get ourselves an interior. Once we get an interior with some panels and stuff, now I have actually started working on that myself. I've popped in a few in the F-35, popped in a few of the Asobo default screens. I kind of want the nav one working, but it doesn't seem to want to come over with the maps. So once I do work that out, I'll make a video on that as well. But all these things take time, so just looking at these clouds, I'm going to take it back down to 1,000 feet. See if we can't tuck in underneath these. Oh, how's that going to go? You know what? We're over water. Let's take it right down. If we sit down at 500 feet. Now we are a lot smoother because we're not going over the land anymore. So, hope you're enjoying the music. Almost a bit of a country twang to it. Now we'll get some rock going as well soon. Something different than my ambient stuff. And when you got a fighter, you need something different. Now, I don't have a fuel gauge. I really should check that. We're still at 50%. I don't think this one's coming down for some reason. Might have to work out how to do that because I do want realistic fuel in these, especially in the future. Gives an element of, oh my god, am I going to make it? Okay, there's a big bump over there. Kind of looks like a pyramid from this angle. I'm wondering if that's a anomaly in the map, or there actually is a mountain lump there in real life. I'm sure there's more mountains further over. Let's have a look. Well, it might be. See, it looks around about here, but it might be over here somewhere. I'm talking about this one here. Now this is a nice level flight. 500 feet. How far have we got to hit land again? Yeah, not too far, so I better not go down any lower. Hello lighthouse, I think we're going to buzz the lighthouse. Hopefully nobody's at home. We're going to scare the living daylights out of you if we are. But it's probably an autonomous one. Probably not meant to be that many trees there, but very cool. Alright, sun's going down behind us. Sun's getting low, big fella. That looks nice. This is a very impressive model, this. And once we get that interior working, or if the developer's watching this and you actually come across your aircraft, I will put the link in the description for everybody else. We would really like it to come over to Microsoft Flight Sim with all the interior. Even if it's a freeware like this one was. I'm not sure if it actually ever was payware, but even if it's just using the default Asobo interior. Although that being said, give me a couple of months and I probably will have worked it out, along with some help from some other people who have been some awesome assistance getting stuff done, including the legacy importer Alex. Thanks Alex, if you ever see this one. And we'll get that flame working too, so once these things come to pass, it should be pretty good. Now I'm going to do something that's probably pretty stupid, but I'm going to take this down to 200 until we get to the shoreline, and then I'm going to have to bring it back up. This is autopilot doing it at the moment. It's a lot more stable flight, but we are still getting some breeze. Probably should have done it earlier, because right on the water there would have been nice at 200. Better keep an eye on forward, otherwise we are going to hit something. Very nice. Hello, Sweden. Not only lovely people, lovely countryside. Alright, now we're getting a bit more turbulence. We probably actually should... You know, it's pretty flat. I might pop it back up to 300 then. Just for a little bit of safety. Now you can see I'm getting the oscillation with the autopilot, so because I'm probably going almost as much as 100 feet down, we might actually pop this back up a few. Yeah, maybe we'll take it back to 1,000. If you're wondering how I'm changing my flight level, on the go, I've actually configured my X55 throttle to, there's a little thumb tab there. I've got to increase or decrease altitude on the thumb toggle, which allows me to pop it up. I also put my navigation point on the flight stick, so there's a I think there's a 4 or 8-way point there. I've got hold heading or go to nav direction. So let's just see if we actually will turn here automatically. That'd be nice. Having a jet fighter actually autopilot work well for you would be nice. Now I don't know what ESNH is. I didn't actually look it up. Probably could have. It looks around about Sundsvall. Okay, yep, navigation is working. Love that. Let's turn that off and let's get an outside view. There's the airport that I was doing the pass via or add to that. Okay, so we're having trouble loading in some of this particular terrain. Didn't quite like it. I wonder if that's because I was also using Google just then to work out where we were, and I'm having a bit of trouble with the internet today. That's why we're doing a recording and not a stream. That does look nice. I'll just keep quiet for a moment and then let you enjoy it. It really does look nice, being able to fly around like that. Microsoft Flight Simulator and Asobo, you've done a great job. All the people who say negative stuff, I don't know what's wrong with you, I just shake my head at you. I reckon it's fairly flat ahead. I might halve my altitude again. Does look so nice. And we are down pretty low. If anybody wants to join me in a flight like this, hit me up on Discord. If you just want to come for a joy flight, either recording and or stream. Stream sometimes is a little bit more difficult. I actually have a lot of people chatting, but if you just want to jump in and we'll do a joy flight, I'll record it. We'll put it up later. I've done it with a few people, F14, F15, but doing it like this just looks so nice. And a bit of chill music. see where we're actually up to. I unclicked GPS. There we go. So we're heading our way up. We'll end up going back across the land, which I will need to actually increase my altitude, obviously. Looking at what's ahead of me there. What we might do, for going over the land, I might actually take it up about, I don't know, let's see if we can get above those clouds. Although just looking at that gap in front, what do you reckon we sit about 1700? Might pop ourselves back into the cloud there. See the autopilot's fighting the updrafts here. A lot more turbulence. You know, we may not have to get to the 1700. No, it's not that high. Probably good where we are. Beautiful countryside. The village down here. Being annoyed by fighter jets. But this is the Swedish Air Force Saab. Comes with I think South African and Thai, Hungarian and Czech liveries. I did take the Swedish. That's why we're flying in Sweden. Shows you actually we're not that low. But we will be passing over a lot more land here. Alright, let's take that up. I am going to get above these clouds. See what it's like up at about 5,000. Take the autopilot off and climb myself. Not quite that steep.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Gonna need to go higher. Bit of a white out here, going through some of these clouds as I climb. We'll try and get over the top of them. There you go, that's nice. Still climbing to the 7. Probably would have been enough to get over these. We'll need to descend, obviously, when we get closer to the next airport. We've got a fair way to go yet. Just coming up above them now. Maybe a few more here to get through. But I'm just letting autopilot do it at the moment. Obviously got a little bit of sensitivity when I was trying to take it myself. There we go, coming through. Poor little drone's trying to keep up. Beautiful. There's a main road going up there. The east coast of Sweden. I got Dr. Bees who's actually decided he's going to come and follow me. Very good. Alright, probably should ask him to change to a different plane, but yep, okay. That's what happens when you're on multiplayer. Not sure how long he's been following me for, but it looks like he's got a 727 working. I might just have to take a screenshot there. Thank you very much. Nope, hang on. Gotta click on the screen before you do that. There it is. Happy to have tag-alongs. It's all part of the community stuff. So let's do a little bit of a we got screenshots on my Discord. I'll dump that in. Oh yeah, I like this music. Getting a bit of turbulence here, and bouncing up and down again. I'll take another screenshot of that though. That's quite nice. It's getting closer. Yeah, I think we are getting a little bit of turbulence though, so let's just bring this back to controls, thanks. Yeah, you can see we're actually fluctuating quite a lot. So what I might do is just climb. There we go. Whoop. Not down too far. Yep, thank you. Let's lock it in at 10, can we? Thank you. Yep. 10.2. Alright. Hang on. Let's just... We definitely slowed down there. Alright, 10,000. Oh, autopilot, what are you doing? You're going to flip me back, are you? Okay, no, that didn't work. Let's try that again. So autopilot had a little bit of a unhappy reaction there. Yeah, it just seems to want to climb. Still trying to climb. Actually, maybe I hadn't turned my autopilot off like I thought I had. Alright, autopilot, what are you doing? We have lost autopilot, but I might actually hit the ground again. Yeah, doesn't like it. It's playing mess around. Thank you. Let's lock it in there. We'll lock back into about 4,000. We're going to probably have to get down to about 2,000. .025 on my directions again, thank you. Alright, now we're back down again. But we are getting that buffering again. But that happens. .700 and we are heading on, yeah, okay, the navigation's working. Pop it down a little lower again, see if we can get back down towards 2,000. Alright, let me pop the VFR back in for you guys so that you can see. So this is where we're actually heading, ESPA. And I think the other player's gone off to download this particular aircraft because they don't have it. Alright, so we are definitely getting, look, on the water it's much smoother to sit out behind the camera, and like the autopilot, it's a lot smoother. But still actually not too bad. Getting a little less disturbance here. But we are using an FSX mod, so I mean, you got to think about it. This beautiful looking model aircraft, okay, so the jet's not coming out and there's a red light flashing in it, was made for Microsoft Flight Sim 2000, X, which has come out in 2006. So probably made it after that, but they made it so much detail. Awesome job. Good on you guys. It's still going up and down though. Turbulence. That's what happens. Let's sit there for a second. Now I need to see if I can find the link for this particular aircraft. I did have a couple of these. One was already in my folder. The other one I'm sure I found a link for right up near the beginning when I started putting these videos out. But you really do need to remember to save the links when you find them if you're going to share them, because sometimes it's quite difficult to find them again. Get back in amongst those clouds. If we should go down lower, come to think of it. Go back down to 1. Probably should have done that a little earlier, because I think the autopilot might take a bit. Get below these clouds. Leaving your airspace, yeah. There you go. I actually should have contacted the approach.
123.3 Red Blaze Bravo Papa 20. 12 Furs approach Red Blaze Bravo Papa 20 1650. Red Blaze Bravo Papa 20 12 Furs approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.92.
Let's actually better have a look at this and see how close we're getting in. So that was losing the immersion. Well, so press that, brings up behind, press your insert, and then you get in back in behind the details. So, yep, time to organise a landing here. Okay, so what do we want? What did I say I was going to? Actually, not too far away. ESPA. ESPA, it's the Air Force Base. I am in an Air Force plane. That is why I chose that. Alright. How far was I? 48 miles. Left base. That sounded pretty cool with the radio on there.
Make left base runway 32 Red Blaze Bravo Papa 20.
Runway 32. Base. Is that because it's an Air Force base? I'm hoping that's why it calls it that. Alright. We'll leave the VFR map on there. Looks like I found the link for the file that I got, unless it looks like it. It really does get a bit of a dolphining effect. Up and down, trying to get it nice and smooth. And I think my controls were a little too sensitive, and I was having just as much trouble trying to keep it level. But thank you, autopilot. Still doing a pretty good job. Then I can actually get out here and get these awesome shots. I'll almost get there. I'll just leave this showcasing while we're coming in. Enjoy. That means I'm getting in pretty close.
Cleared to land runway 32, red blaze Bravo, Papa 20.
And we did 132. Oh, listen to that sound. Backing up. Got some air brakes? Yes we do, thank you. Gonna need those. That'll do, thank you. It's coming in for a fairly sharp angle here. Got a different sound. Already going too slow. Alright. Where did they say they wanted me? Just 3.2. They say what winds? 20. 20 knots. Woohoo. Right, 20 knots at 262. Okay, thank you. Much smoother without that autopilot going up and down. Hello, Swedish Air Force Base. Just try not to ditch it in front of the runway here, with all the commanding officers watching, all your fellow pilots being here as well. Unfortunately, can't do an inside. There's your 20 knot crosswind there, affecting it. Can't do an inside landing yet. We'll get that cockpit sorted eventually. Ooh, I only just got that down smoothly. I thought I was going to drop there for a second. Alright, front wheel is down, thank you. Brakes, flaps up, we don't want those. Alright, well thank you and for joining me in on my joy flight in the Saab 39c Gripen. I will put the link in the description. I did find it while I was flying there. Did have other people come along, and that will happen. You will get some other people occasionally dropping in on my flights. I don't mind. If you want to do the same, just get me on Discord. We can go way over the taxiway here, shall we? Now inside I'm going to work on that HUD, at least get the HUD working first, even if I can't get the rest of the screens working. Although I think I'm starting to understand how some of that works. And once I've actually mastered it, I will make a video so that other people can do the same. Unfortunately, I can't release these aircraft. I don't own them. They are FSX. You download them from a site that has permission to upload them. Okay, so I've exited the runway. Now tell me where you actually want me to park. Turn that down. Okay, thank you. Let's contact ground. See if you ask me to go somewhere different. General aviation. No, not in this one. Oh, exactly the same place. Okay, cool. Now, is this van going to keep moving? No, looks like they've stopped. Thank you. This is an Air Force base. This is an Air Force plane. You don't want to do that. Oh, he's going to go anyway. I wouldn't go behind me if I were you. Where is he? There. Alright. Thank you for joining me on my Swedish flight. Like, comment and subscribe. I don't know what you're doing with that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to turn there or not. If you want to see these things again, yep, as I said, comment and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. That'll let you know when some of these videos are coming up as well. Other than that, have a great day. Cheers.